everybody doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. You okay, baby girl? I'll give y'all a second to come in. Hopefully everything will cooperate tonight. Hey there. How are ya? I see you coming in. Ah, there we go. Hello. How are you? So y'all ready for some wreath therapy? Because I'm ready. Awesome. I'm good. Hello. All right. Well, hey, Cheryl. Well, we're going to get started. So we're going to be doing this tonight. Isn't this cute? I've been wanting to do a dog one. So I thought this would be cute. I found this at Carolina Pottery. So you know how much I love that place. So we're going to use the jute burlap. And we're going to use this, the remaining part I had of this, I think of it as seafoam green. I can't remember exactly what the color is, but it's some kind of blue. And the reason I'm using that is because you see it has that little bit of blue right there. And then the leftover I have of this. So see, this is a good project for leftovers. All right, so I'll get panned down and then I'll show you the rest. All right, let's see. Let's get our camera ready here. Oh, we need to be over this way. That's better. Hold on. There, that did it. Okay. Now, so I have a black pencil frame today because, you know, there's not many supplies out there right now. And I have black. There's black in this, so it works. So these are our ribbons. We have this brown and black stripe, this brown and white, the multicolored blue. You know I love this one. The seafoam green blue. It matches the sign really well. See? And then my new favorite, which is the burlap color with the little white dots. Hi. So I also have a little bit of this 1-inch ribbon that has little paws on it, and this isn't even wired, but we're going to put some in anyways. Yeah, she's getting a wreath. I wish I could find something that had her coloring, but not to be found. All right, so we're just going to do Poof, and then we're going to add in some ruffles. I still don't like the way that camera is. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it better. There. Is that a little better? That's a little better. Okay. So I'm going to take this. This is a 15-inch, and I'm going to open up the bottom ties. So all right. So once we get done with that, we'll get started. There we go. All right. So then I'm going to take this jute burlap. And I'm just going to take the edge and run it together. I like to go right before a tie, and I'm going to use a zip tie to tie it down. It's tilted. Okay, hold on. Is that better? Okay. So I'll just snip it off. And then, so I'm going to make a 10-inch little poofs. Oh, good. Yes, I do have mini chat. If you will type live in here, then it will put you in my mini chat and it will notify you when I'm going live. I'm going to be doing more with that soon. I just haven't had time to finish setting it up. But all right, so I like to do 1, 2, 3. Get about a 10-inch poof. You can also measure it. Just depends on what you like. Okay. There we go. So we'll just do it again. 1, 2, 3. I love this mesh. It's very versatile. You can use it for a lot of different things. It's really good for things like this. It's really good for beach, fall. Actually, you can really do it for anything. Yes, I am going to sell the pineapple wreath. I just haven't had time to load it on there yet. I was working on getting kits out. Which the next one will be out either tomorrow or the next day. I was just waiting on my frames to come in and they've shipped, so I'm hoping they will be here tomorrow. Yeah, I like this as a base too. You know, it's really great if you if you're gonna sell wreaths, just make up bases and then you can set them aside, and when you find cute supplies, you can just pull it out and start adding. Awesome. Yeah, it's a great base. Okay. So I just keep going 10 inches all the way around. Okay, so you see this is where we started. And you see I did not tie this around, and the reason I do that is because when I end there, it covers up where I started, and it's seamless. So I like to do that just because it just kind of makes it a little bit easier. So then what I like to do, that seems so low. Let's see. Oh, that's better. Okay. So what I like to do is take one of my zip ties and go to the top. And I try to do the same thing. So I just take it, I go right before a tie, and I tie it down. Well, might help if it was in the right way. Okay. And I just push that around the back. So then it's going to end up the same thing. So I'll just pull this tie around so that when I finish, I'll finish right here. So now I'm going to take a second and open up my ties. There we go. All right, so 1, 2, 3. All right. Hello. How are y'all? Okay. So I just put them on and fluff them out. That's one of the reasons I like this. It makes nice big fluffy poofs. And it's so neutral. Whoops. You okay, baby girl? Okay. Oh, cool. So is this the first time you've caught me live over here? Yeah, sometimes it works great and sometimes it doesn't. It just, I don't know, it depends on the weather and other factors. See how nice and full this is? I love this. All right, so this is the last one. So I'll fluff it out. Oops. And then I'm going to trim it off. Move that away. And then I'll take this piece, push it underneath. And then I'll just tie it down. Just gets it out of the way. I do too. Okay. And make sure you push these so that it's not going to scratch anything. Okay. So we got our base done. You can use this base for so many different things. So what we're going to do is, so I had a whole bunch of these little, you know, kind of partial rolls left. I had this kind of brown color, and then I had, this is left over from when I made the pineapple the other day. It's that blue-green. So I just took these extras and I just cut 20 inches. So just pull it out on my table. And cut 20 inches. So I would say any color, see, so this matches that. And you could use brown, or you could use the darker brown, which is kind of like the black. So any of those would work. So this is a great thing to do with your extra supplies, because anytime you can stretch a roll is a good thing. So I cut these at 20 inches. So if you don't have a whole lot, you could cut them at 10 inches. You don't have to cut it at 20 inches. It just depends on how much you have. Then I'll just make it into a ruffle. Like this. And then I'll come, open my tie up, put my ruffle down, tie it back. I'm just going to tie it one time because I'm going to be coming in with ribbons. See, there goes my bow dabber. Okay. I have to move it or I'll forget it's in the trash can. So I'm just going to alternate the colors. Did you hear that siren, Bella? I don't think it's here, baby. Okay. So I don't want, you know, a whole bunch of color in this. I just want splashes of color because the sign's neutral and I really just want it to stay neutral, but I want it to have some pretty splashes of color to bring out that little piece in the sign. That'll help my sign stand out better. Yeah, there's a siren. She has to go run and look in the window. She's so funny. There's nothing out there, Bella. She has a little, I have a little bench over there in front of the window, and that's one of her very favorite places in the house. She comes and she sits up there and she looks out the window. So she can see everybody walking by. Okay. So I'll just keep doing this. Hi. I do too. This is one of my favorite colors. It's just a very pretty color. You can take a neutral like this and add some pretty colors and completely change the season just by adding in different colors. Hi. The sign came from Carolina Pottery, and they are online. I know that a lot of people ask me about the pineapple. It also came from Carolina Pottery, and I saw it online. So just go to carolinapottery.com. They have a lot of signs and things like that. So you can also call them. I've had people do that in the past because they couldn't find it online. I do too. This is one of my favorites to do. I just like the combination. Honestly, I pretty much like all. I like them all. I like to make all of them. Probably the only one I don't make very often are flowers, and it's just because it's time consuming. So, okay. It's a 15-inch, and it's the pencil work wreath. I do have some work wreaths coming in that I'll be listing soon. I'm hoping they'll be here Tuesday. With this mesh right here, you can get this mesh at Craft Outlet. And I want to say the color is Robin's Egg Blue or something like that. I think that's what it's called, Robin's Egg Blue. And it's just a regular Deco Mesh. It's not metallic. It's just Deco Mesh. Now this other one here, this is, oh, and I've got to put, this one is, it's brown jute burlap mesh. So it, with the tan stripe in it is what it's called. I think it's called chocolate brown with natural stripe or something like that. They have it at Craft Outlet as well. If you can't find that, another one that works really well is this darker. See, they have the darker brown. That one would work too. So, either one. But I was on there earlier today and I saw that they definitely had this mesh right here. And it's the 10-inch. So. Okay. So we got the bottom done. So you see how it just adds in a little splash of color. Now we can do the top. Yep, this is the one you asked me about earlier, Tita. Okay. So I just do the same thing, ruffle it, open the tie, put it down, tie it one time. There we go. Thank you, Belinda. I love this too. It's so pretty. And it really matches that ribbon I have. This one. You see how perfect those match? I love that. Okay. What you see, Bella? Okay. I got this sign from Carolina Pottery. And it was pretty reasonable too. I think it was only like $5. They have a whole bunch of animal ones. And they are online, so I would go online and look it up. Okay. I don't think. See if it has any numbers on it. If you can't find it though, let me know. I'll look it up. Okay. Okay. Yay! I'm glad you made it. Okay. So I tell you, it's been really sunny and pretty lately. It just makes me ready for the warm weather to come and stay. It's been a little chilly today. I'm ready for that to be done. Oh, let me grab this last one. Okay. Sticking in my hand. See, I even used the very last one on the roll. And this one is actually just a tad shorter than 20 inches, but you're not going to be able to tell. It's okay if you do that. So if you're doing 20 inches and you end up with between 15 and 20, just go ahead and use it. You're not really going to be able to tell, especially if it's just one. It's better to go ahead and use up a roll. Because I don't know about y'all, but I have drawers full of mesh I haven't used because I just had a little left. And I'm always looking for something to do with it. What are you doing, girl? Oh, I grabbed the wrong color. I thought that looked funny. These are the two I have left over from the pineapple. So, all right. Exactly enough. How lucky was that? And come here. Bella. Come here, girl. What you hear? All right, so we got all the basic part in. So you see how well that stands out just by adding a little bit of the extra colors. So now I have my ribbons, and we'll, whoo, I got fibers all over me. We'll cut a couple. So I have my 7-inch piece of cardboard. What's my favorite mesh? Probably the jute, this jute burlap stuff. It's really easy to work with. I like it. And I like metallic. So I just wrap this around. If you wrap it around several times. Where's my scissors? Oh, there they are. Then I can slide my scissors through here and cut it off, and then I have 14-inch ribbons. And I just like to fold it over and cut it at an angle just to get that nice little dovetail look. I like that. So I have all my ribbons cut up. So what I'm going to do is I'll just lay them out like this. Then I'll just grab a couple, put them together, and start putting them in. I'm not going to open my ties back up. I'm just going to put it right on top. I'm going to tie it down 3 times then, and then just spread it out. On the bottom, I will spread it out all facing the same direction, coming this way. I like to do that, especially if I do ruffles. Okay. Okay. Like that. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I have to look at it, make sure I have the right side with this checkered. Okay. See, you would think a color like this wouldn't work, but see, it does have that little bit of that kind of blue-green in it, and that's what makes it work. So, well, all right. My camera likes to cut off once it gets to 30 minutes. Yum, Starbucks. Oh, we'll do this one. Okay. I do too. I love colors. And I like to mix things that you normally wouldn't think would go together. It helps make it pop. I like that. Well, let's do this one. Those are my two favorite together. Okay. Do these two. It's 10-inch poofs with 20-inch ruffles. Hey, Laura. There we go. All right, now we can start on the top. So I'm just going to do the same thing, except this time I'm going to put it like this, or like an X. There we go. We may have to move a couple around when we get our sign in, but we will deal with that when we get to our sign. Let me get my glue gun turned on. You okay, Bella? Oh, let's do these two. Bella's guarding the door. There we go. Hello. It's good to see you too. Okay. No worries. This thing, you know what's funny? Do you know what this is? This is a child's craft organizer, but it works well. And you know what's cool? You can take the little things out. I got it on Amazon. It's on my my influencer store. You can find it on there. I was always struggling with trying to find something that works. This works great. So, all right, let's see. Okay. All right, we're almost done with the ribbon. What tinsel mesh? Okay, last one. We only had one left. That's pretty good. Okay. There we go. So now you can see, you see how that makes that sign really stand out? I like that. Now, I couldn't find any little paw ribbon in the colors that I wanted, but I did find this little tiny white one with the little black paws. This is just plain satin ribbon, and it is 1 inch, and all I did was cut it at 15 inches. And what I will do is just take it like this, make a little loop, just like that, and then I'll just put it in a few random places, just like I would do with any wired ribbon. And because I'm only using a small amount, it will be fine. Then I'll just kind of pull it out like I would. It's not going to be a huge thing, just a little bit here and there. So I just kind of meet them at the end, make a little loop. We'll do like every other one, tie it in. There we go. And I'll just spread out the little tails. See, and it works fine. Okay, that way we can get just a little bit of some paws in there. This is a good way to use your unwired ribbon. Let's see, it would do every other one. Oh, that's why it came out funny. I sort of skipped one. Okay, we'll fix that. Just pull it out. There we go. All right, now we can move this one, and we should be good to go. Then we can put our sign in. And hopefully Mr. Glue Gun is hot by now. All right. So you see there it is with a little bit of the splash of the black and white. All right. So we're going to use a couple zip tie cable mounts. Now, this is what I want to tell you about these. These are excellent for wood and cardboard, anything like that. But if you're doing metal, you're going to have a hard time with these. If you're doing metal, you need to get one of these. This is called a Bead Smith. It punches holes in metal, and this is what you need to use when you're using metal. Because I've had a lot of people recently tell me that they had problems using this on metal, and it's true. These don't do well on metal. So I want to make sure y'all know that. You mean one of these? Or are you talking about this? All right. So I'm just going to take this and I'll put some glue on it. I like to put it in the corners. Okay. That stuff likes to stick to me. Okay. I'm going to clip this off because I don't need it. Okay. And we'll put our bone in. Oh, yay. Okay. There we go. Now I'll give that a second. I'll make sure this isn't going to get me. Because if there's a sharp point, it's probably going to get me. All right, so once I'm pretty sure they're on there, I'll just take my pipe cleaner and run it right through. And then I like to tie mine off one time. There we go. Just like that. Thank you. All right, so we got our little ties on, and I'm going to put them on. Do you hear Daddy? All right, so I'll just find a good spot. So I don't want to mess up these, so I'm going to pick the ones before that. And if I can, I will wrap it right around where the tie is, because then I can get down to the base. Okay. And then I will move my ribbons around to make sure we can still see them. Okay. Let me do this one, then I'll show you where it is. Okay. So I just move these aside. Just go right where my tie is and tie it down. And you want to be careful because you don't want to tie it too tight. And then what you can do is just take your ribbons and move them around the side. See, and then you can still see them. Okay. So there it is. All right. So we got those ribbons all set. Now, the other thing you can do is take these, just kind of move things around a little bit and go right through your poof. Push it right through the mesh. That way you don't have to go into another tie. Okay, I'll show you. So this is where I tied that one. So, and here's where I pushed it through the mesh. Then you can just tie it off. See? And you can make sure it goes exactly where you want it to go. So I didn't really want it to interfere with this tie. So let's go right through the mesh. It's not going to hurt it. So just kind of move it aside. Stick it right through. All right, where's the other side? There it is. Because what you can do is just cover the back with a placemat, and then nobody sees that. No one's going to see that except you. So what you do back there, no one will be the wiser. There we go. So then we can still see our little paws. Isn't that cute? Oh, I like that. Okay. Now the other thing that you can do is take some of this. So this is, yeah, my Mr. Glue Gun. I like my Mr. Glue Gun. This is my buddy. Except when he burns me. And sometimes he does, and that hurts a lot. It happens. You see, Laura, you're not the only one that it happens to. All right. So this right here, this mesh right here, it says it's Simply Deco Mesh. So this comes from A.C. Moore. Let me find the beginning of it. And it's kind of like, it's almost like tulle, but not exactly. It's a different texture, but it's very thin, and it has these little splatters on it, and it comes in a lot of different colors. So you could take this and just cut like, oh, and the other great thing about this stuff is you can cut it as many times as you want. It's not going to hurt it. So this is like 10 inches here. You can cut it right in the middle. So the great thing about this is there's no fraying on this. Then you can just make a little ruffle with it, and then just add that in as well. You can also get this in some blue colors. You can get it in pink, red, white, and it just adds a tiny little bit. You see that? Let me turn around. There we go. So we can just take this, and see the fact that you can cut it up like this, then you know you don't need as much. So a little bit can go a long way. So we can just go through here, tying a few pieces of this in. It's just another thing that helps you know, kind of stand out a little bit. Has those cute little splatters on it. Looks to me like paint splatters. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, but that's what it looks like to me. So let's do that. We're really just cutting little, like every 5 inches or so. There. Just a few of them. Just make my little bow. Stick it in. The reason I like this is because you don't have to put a lot in. You just put a tiny little bit and it just kind of adds a little extra something. So. This sign has a lot of great colors in it, so even though they're mostly neutral, still want to pull out those mostly neutral colors. All right. So you see how it kind of looks like little paint splatters? Unfortunately, AC Moore does not have a store online, but I was thinking about putting some of this in my shop because I know there's a lot of people that can't get it. Okay. Oh, I think that's it. Did we get them all? Yep. All right. That's it. Okay. We got it. So you see, you can see that little bit of the splatter in there. All right, we're done. I like the little paws. I like the paws. They're so cute. So what you think? All right, just seeing it down here. Oh, excellent. You know what, Laura? I was going to go just so I could get some of those. I love those that you used the other day. Okay, I will definitely get some and stick it in my shop. All right. Well, this was fun. This was pretty quick. What do you think, Bella? Do you like your wreath? Come here, girl. Nope, she's not studying me. She is steady watching the door. Okay. Well, I think we did it. I like it. It's different. I like different. So do y'all have any questions? Thank you. Yeah. Bella. She's funny. She hears a sound and then she's convinced that she's missing something. This wreath right here will be on my Etsy shop. Night, Sandy. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. She's watching to make sure nobody gets her wreath. God bless you. Absolutely, you can use zip ties and not pipe cleaners. You sure can. The sign came from Carolina Pottery. Thank you. The boys are playing on their computers because it's Sunday. They have to go back to school tomorrow. So So a lot of my mesh and ribbons come from either Craft Outlet or the Wreath Shop or Trendy Tree or Sims Pottery. So that's the majority of where I get mine. Yeah, this is called a Bead Smith. Okay, and it's on my Amazon influencer store, but you can get these at a hardware store, and you can get them from Amazon. So it is listed in my store, though. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, it will post out here, and I will pin it to the top of my page so that you can access it anytime you want to. Oh, thank you. Hobby Lobby. Yes. I love Hobby Lobby. So most of this ribbon came from Sims Pottery, except I think this one came from Craft Outlet. But I know for sure you can get this mesh at Craft Outlet. It's called Robin's Egg Blue. It's 10-inch poofs, and then the ruffles are 20 inches. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. A goat wreath. Oh, okay. I'll have to think about what I can come up with for that. That sounds like fun. I get in trouble when I get on Craft Outlet. All right, y'all. Well, I will see you on Wednesday. And not sure what we're doing. I haven't figured that out yet. But hopefully I'm going to get better about posting my supplies ahead of time. And the other wreath kits should be out tomorrow or Tuesday. All right, so y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you on Wednesday. So, oh, and make sure if you want to be notified from my lives that you type live in, okay? I will see y'all later. A rose wreath? Yes. Oh, actually, we're going to be doing, let me show you. Oh, if I can get it out. Here we go. All right, so you see this? Peony, I'm not really sure how you say that, so if I'm butchering the name, just ignore it. We're going to make a wreath that looks like this. I have a custom order for it, and I have a couple ideas of what we're going to do. It's going to be fun. So we're going to be doing one of those soon. And I know I'm going to be doing a tulip ring with grapevine, so that too. All right, well, I will see y'all soon. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.